Fair use, buddy. Strike it all you want.
Those individuals were identified as Aaron Michael Imholte, that's me, and April Diane Imholte. Your affiant knows personally these are personalities of the Steel Toe Morning Show. Oh my God, was the detective a fucking fan of the show?
Oh, boy.
Your affiant knows personally these are personalities of the Steel Toe Morning Show, which used to be in St. Cloud, Minnesota radio. The fucking detective was a fan of the radio show.
Never meet your heroes. Never meet your heroes.
Oh, this is embarrassing for me. Oh, this is so fucking bad. However, as of recent years, the show has been a social media entertainment show, strictly online based. It was reported that the Imholts may have been staying with the Rekietas and the home was in disarray and cluttered. It was reported from a church preschool teacher that the children had... Oh, no.
This one's going to suck.
Oh, guys, I'm going to warn the audience in advance. This is going to be a tough read for me. This is going to really make me feel like the piece of shit I am. We're going to... guys, I'm just going to tell you, and Johnny, I'm going to tell you in advance, I think I'm about to have a come to Jesus moment.
Okay.
Reading this. Because I read ahead a little bit.
Yeah.
Fuck. God, am I a fucking... God, I'm a piece of shit. Like oh God, this is going to be, like, I'm struggling to read this because, God, it's good. Like, I've been admitting that I'm a fail,
right.
That I've failed. Like, I've been admitting that I failed my children, their children. I mean, some people that support me say, oh, but you got your children out. Yeah, but motherfucker, this one's going to suck. Because I'm about to hear from their children who I love. I love their kids. And the worst part is, like, they were on drugs a lot of the time, and I wasn't on drugs near as much, and I didn't dabble near as much. So I was the sober one, especially during the day, who saw this and could have, God fucking damn it. Forget Kayla, Nick, April, and all of this stuff. God damn it, am I really going to beat myself up over this? I'm sorry, Ryobi. I'm not going to answer phone calls at this time. It was reported from a church preschool teacher that the children had complained of being hungry, not being fed, and wearing the same clothes for 3 to 4 days at a time and would start to smell. Nicholas was reported to being lethargic and appeared high or drugged driving a car around. Another individual advised the reported that Nicholas will walk out randomly during sermons at church and have noticed behavioral changes in him. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I'm going to make the audience, I'm going to make, people should have to watch me as I read this. I deserve that. I fucking feel so bad right now because none of this is fucking news to me. I saw all of it. Now, the clothes, God, I'm really fucking stupid because, like, the clothes multiple days in a row, I didn't realize. But then again, I was doing the show during the day. So I guess I wouldn't see them that much during the day. I was there maybe like 2 days a week during the week and then 2 or 3 days during the weekend. But yeah, I should have been more attentive to the clothes thing. But I knew kids were being neglected. I fucking knew it. I fucking... people make jokes about them making SpaghettiOs and stuff, but like, wow, Aaron, you put a fucking can of SpaghettiOs in the microwave. What are you, fucking Jesus Christ? No, I didn't do enough. Oh, this is going to be fucking hard to read, and I'm stalling. Another individual advised the reported that Nicholas will walk out randomly during sermons at church and have noticed behavioral changes in him. Well, I mean, he had a bullet, a small container of cocaine that sometimes I know he carried with him, brought it to my house. It was alleged Kayla looks anorexic. Fuck. You know, one of the things I always encouraged Kayla was the gaining weight thing. And I would celebrate with her when she got over 100 pounds. I would say, hey, that's great. I said, let's go to one. She's only 5'2". So, like, I dated someone who was 5'2" before. And, like, anything over 100 is probably fine because they're
but I'm a fat fuck. So I hear someone like almost 100 pounds. I'm like, God, if only.
Well, when I met her, she was at like 97 or something like that. And like, I would celebrate with her. She'd step on the scale. I'd go in there with her. I'd try to be a support system. I'd say, hey, Kayla, what do you say we get to like 105, 110? And she's like, 102. I don't want. I go, okay, you know what? Fine. As long as we're over 100, that's great. And she would get over 100, and I would be so happy, and that would be so great. And, because, again, I dated someone who was very short. Being over 100 pounds was, all right. And Kayla looks anorexic, and Nicholas has lost a substantial amount of weight recently. All true. One individual described Nicholas of having injection or track marks on his arms. People are seeing that. People at his church are seeing that. I can't believe I didn't fucking notice that. Because when
track marks are interesting. That's because, no offense, if you're poking your veins, there's no way you're not going to get bruises. I get those all the time, like from my treatments and stuff, to the point where when I go to the ER, I've literally, a friend of mine, I went to the ER once. A friend of mine took me in from a comedy show when I slipped and fell. And the nurse literally pulled him aside and like, we noticed a lot of injection site marks and track marks in his veins. Does he have a history of illegal drug use? And my friend would go, no, he has a medical condition. Those are from IVs and treatments. So yeah, those things tend to stick out. I don't know. Maybe he's just scratching. Like, I don't know.
I thought maybe
I don't know what withdrawal on that stuff is like.
When I saw the arrest report, I assumed he was scratching his arm. I would see him in his hands would shake a lot. I knew that. But injection or track marks. And let me also go on record. I never saw him shoot anything.
Yeah.
I never saw Nick. I saw him do coke. I saw him do Molly. I never saw him inject anything. So that's wild to me. The reporter reiterated concerns for possible neglect and or controlled substance use within the home. Fuck. Your detective started to review the Rekietas and Imholte social media blogs. The blogs are commonly related to legal issues and high-profile trials, as Nicholas is a licensed attorney. Nicholas is known to drink alcoholic beverages excessively on these video blogs. I immediately noted that Nicholas's appearance in recent months has changed. In videos from January 2024 compared to May 2024, Nicholas appears to have lost weight, appears tired, and overall appears strung out, common with controlled substance users. All right, Nick, Kayla, April, are you reading this? This is what we did. Fucking own it. Admit it. Admit guilt. Repent. Get on the road to perdition. Get on the road to salvation. It starts with admitting what we did. This was unholy. This was evil. This was bad. We all fucked up really, really bad. Your kids were complaining to people at church. We fucked up. We failed them. Oh, my God.
I've abandoned my boy.
I've abandoned my boy. God damn it. You had to make a fucking joke. Thank you.
Well, I mean, is this not a comedy show? I've been hitting on it.
I was a part of this.
I know.
I'm not their dad. I get that. I was a part of this. I could have done something. I didn't. And I'll tell you why, Nick, in the time in it's no secret, it's no mystery, it's not an accident that from January to May he lost a shitload of weight and was inebriated more often. He had someone to do the fucking drugs with and hang out with him. He and April would hang out. She'd sit down there during that show. They'd come up during breaks. Sometimes they would do drugs. I saw it myself. He had someone to do it with. April, honey, sweetie. She always says, if you've ever loved me, why don't you stop talking about this? There's an old, April, you're a farm girl. There's an old saying, you can't stop a rooster from crowing once the sun's come up. April, the sun's up. Nick, the sun's up. We have to sing about this. This is what we did. This is unholy. This is bad. This is something we have to atone for. Nick, your appearance changed because you found a drug buddy. And you guys fucking ran it into the ground. And your kids didn't get their clothes changed. And they weren't fed enough food. And I'm not going to sit here and say that I was a fucking hero because I'd cook a can of SpaghettiOs every once in a while or I'd go grocery shopping. I didn't do enough, clearly. Guys, fucking admit it. I will.
Hit the like button and be like, hey, yeah.
Okay, fuck you, Doom.
Goodbye. I'll do it like that show. Goodbye. Goodbye.